Ah! Why is it always so much harder in life and music to climb up than to come back down? Why? I'm Amanda Raquel with Amanda Music, Chicago's favorite and friendly voice coach. What's up? Today we are talking about real life. And you know what real life is? Real life when you're trying to be other than what you currently are, like create something new, is always more difficult than the fake reality like Snapchat, blah, blah, blah. Reality that we're caught up in. This is what I've learned 40 plus years. Yeah, you can't tell. Ugh. But this is what I've come to understand with all of my wisdom and in my 4 decades of knowledge. Whenever you're ascending, okay, like a run, right? Or when you're building, when you're going up, it's always harder than, like coming down, you just let it fall down. No, right? The same thing is with your life, though. It takes no effort to like throw your life in the trash. Like no effort. Like that dude who, that guy who's like a mistake from the start. I'm just gonna eat my food because this is so easy. It's so easy to teach. I don't even have to I could do it in between chews. Because trying to get that next promotion, looking to have healthier friendships, looking to be a better person, you yourself healthier emotionally, physically, taking care of yourself, making sure you go to bed, making sure you bathe and don't shower for the rest of your life. Like y'all should be taking baths. A lot of y'all need to sit in the water and soak your troubles away because it's not going to happen in the shower. But getting yourself to do that because you're used to rushing, you're used to worrying, we're used to being busy, to get on a higher level, to go up, it is more difficult for a couple reasons than it is for you to just let it all fall apart. Like just let it fall apart. Like don't be eating no kimchi and bok chow and shrimp that you have to prepare yourself so you know what's actually in it as opposed to some poison. Like just throw it away. Like have a couple of wings, dip it in some sauce. It's easy. It's easy. Just throw it. It's easier to do that than to be sitting up here preparing something because you believe you have a future and you can't let your body get weak because you need to be strong for your future. It's easier. I'm trying to tell you that number that I don't know why you ain't erased it. I don't know why. I do know why, because misery loves company. And those of us who are miserable love to call somebody else to come be miserable with us. So you got to find another miserable person to be available. And that's why we having these one night stands and we out here thoughting our lives away because you're miserable, and misery does love company. So you need to keep a little bit of misery in your phone book, and that's easier. Honey, I ain't giving no shade. I'm trying to provide some shade from this hot sun of truth. Because the truth of the matter is whenever you're trying to discipline yourself, to stop sabotaging your own dreams, to keep from saying mean things to yourself because other people said it for so long. Like whenever you're trying to, y'all gonna make me put my food down. So now I'm feeling the unction. Now I'm feeling a little bit of spirit, a little bit of push. So I can't quench the spirit with no distractions. I'm gonna come and give it to you straight. The reason why we are having a hard time ascending, and it's okay, it's a human thing. It's okay. Your life, just like everything else on your body, is gonna drop if you don't work to keep that thing lifted. Am I helping you ladies with the lift? If you gotta lift parts of your body, it's gonna take work. But the reason why we don't do it and we have a real hard time is because, one, we don't have a good idea of what it looks like up there. We think it's just all right. And I'm telling you, up there is so much doper. Up there, let me show you something. And this is not me I'm just sharing you my view. I love the view of the city of Chicago. And that's one of the reasons why I love my place. And whenever I get really sad and feel like dark, I go to my window, I look out at the lake, I look at the whole city, And I say, well, obviously my little problems are small compared to the fact that there's a whole lot of other stuff going on. I can see life is still going. There are all these buildings. Somebody's making money. Somebody somewhere is having a relationship that they enjoy. Like, there's a lot of life happening. Everything is not about me being consumed in my misery. Just the view changes my perspective. I'm not in this like, oh, woe is me, pity party, like pit where I cannot see not just the light at the top of the tunnel. No, I'm at the top and I'm like, Amanda, relax. It's gonna be okay. That's what perspective does. But if where you're at, keeps you in a position where you're looking at the top and you think, no, it ain't gonna be worth the work, the disciplining, the nose, the making your own food. I love my friends. I went out like I always do with my friends. And I mean, you can't eat nothing on the menu because I got goals. And because I know that what God told me is true, and so I can't get weak and exhausted and overweight because it makes my mind gets lazy, my body loses its passion, I don't like myself as much, and so I just want to be at my optimum weight. And it was crazy because everybody's like, that's what you're going to eat, and I'm like, I'm eating this and I actually enjoy it. Like, my appetite is different because I believe this is going to get me closer to that. When you don't have, like, I'm like, if I eat the wrong thing, I'll be tired, drowsy, moody. I'll be irritable, snapping on people because of what I ate. So if I don't make a good choice right now, just on my plate of food, it's going to affect whether I show up tomorrow morning, go for my walk and run in the morning, if I even get out of the bed with enthusiasm, with excitement about the future. That's right now happening in this plate of food. I'm trying to tell you the truth. So your view of where you're going is just you're not impressed with it. And you got to find a different vision. You just got to find a view that you're impressed with. The view I have for my life is literally impossible. What I think should and can happen will literally take a number of miracles from Jehovah Jireh himself. And so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go ahead and live a life full of miracles. Oh, are we getting a little bit of sun? Y'all going to make me move this camera. Hold on. Y'all gonna make me, let's go sit and bask in the sun a little bit. Come on, y'all. Let's get some, oh my, let's see if we can catch it. Can we catch that sun? Yes, we can. Oh, is it time to go? Is it? I'm trying to give y'all, oh my gosh, look how golden I look, y'all. Oh, it is time to get out of this COVID situation and find an island. You guys, are you ready to get kissed by the sun? Summer's here. But doesn't this just the light change? But not only does the sunlight change the perspective, your vision for yourself, I gotta get out of this sun because I can't even see. Your vision for your life, your vision for yourself changes. And if that perspective changes, if you have an exciting vision that literally pulls you into it, it's like, nah, we're not staying here. Nah, we can't date him. You got somebody who's in your life that literally keeps you in the dark. Look, this is darkness. Darkness. This is darkness. This is what I look like with no light. I mean, I'm still cute. What I'm saying is I don't look like glowy dewy. You want people and friends and loved ones who keep you in the light. Are you listening to me? Who keep you in the light. So that's what your vision does. It's going to really keep you in the, if it's not exciting, if it's not overwhelming, if it's not intimidating, if it's not, if I could have that, that'd be amazing. If it's not, then it's the wrong one. It's just something that you can do, like you can manage on your own until you die. You don't want that. You don't want a life that you can literally just ho-hum it and manage it yourself. You can get such a way. And manage it yourself. You want a life that's like, oh my goodness, Lord. Okay, Lord. Y'all see me adjusting, but I want y'all to make sure, I want to make sure that you guys get the real me. This is what's happening. I decided we have a talk since the face was already beat. We got a couple things to discover, and I want you to understand that if you are going to deny yourself the things that's required for you to climb your successful mountain, you are going to have to first have a very almost unrealistic perspective of what the top of that mountain is going to look like. Otherwise, you'll just squalor and waste time with a bunch of meadowy valley stuff. You got things to do, honey. Let me give you the last and final reason why ascending is always just harder. So now you can just not deny yourself and stop being mean. I don't know why it's so hard, because it's just harder. I unless you're gonna get the surgery or get them pants, your butt's gonna sag. If you don't want it to sag, you're gonna have to do squats. If you wanna lift it and make your butt higher, you're gonna have to do some squats. You're gonna have to, at some point in your life, do some squats. I don't care what nobody say. I bet you, at some point in your life, everybody gonna look at you like you better climb a stair, you better squat, you better, if you wanna lift, everything going up is harder. It's just the way that it is. Everything, lifting anything. If you want to lift the color on your head, it's going to be harsher. Am I driving this point home? I hope you get it in the spiritual realm too. If you want to do this, you're going to have to wrap your mind on, okay, this is just going to be something that's different. It's going to be challenging. It's going to take some work, and that's okay. I'm up for the challenge. Got it? Okay. The second reason and the last final reason why that dreams on the mountain are harder is because you believe it should be easier. Now, that's a problem. It's harder because your mind thinks it should be easier. If you just be like, no, it's gonna take hard work, but I'm gonna crush it. How many times have you had a moment where you was like, yes, it's gonna be difficult, but I'm about to kill it? People who are intimidated by anything, when they're like, man, am I gonna make this 3 points? Somebody like, man, that's what I do, I'll kill it. Somebody looking at a dinner party like, oh my gosh, what are you gonna do? Everybody's arriving. You got this one event planner or this one chef who's like, everybody relax, I got it. They're like, their mind goes, I'm gonna kill it. To them, it's like, I can handle it, I'm gonna take care of it. But if you are thinking the entire time, it's so hard that I can't accomplish it, and that's the second reason why you can't accomplish it. Now, isn't that a hard issue? Because it's harder to go up, but if you worry about it being harder, you'll still stay down. So there you go. Good luck with that conundrum. The moral of the story is, stop psyching yourself into thinking that it doesn't take more work, it doesn't take more effort, it doesn't take more strength, it doesn't take a new awareness and a new self-understanding and knowledge and freedom and getting over fears and forgiving past hurts. And there's a whole host of things for you to be a whole person, not like a successfully financial person who can't stand their private life. I'm talking like a whole person, a healthy whole person. If you want to ascend, not only with your notes, but you also want to ascend with your life, just get your mind wrapped around, well, you know what? I need to have a beautiful picture of what that looks like. And really take some time until you believe it. And then it's going to be so much easier because that future is literally going to pull you into it, because you're going to be looking around like, nah, what I'm looking at right now don't yet match what I saw. What I'm looking at right now is cute, but it don't match what I have in my mind of where I'm going. That's going to, like, literally daydream, like literally spend some time in daydream. And then number two, after you fix in your mind that this is going to be more difficult than going down. Like I can plummet easily. All I gotta do is call one guy and I can ruin my life tonight. Right? I can just have one affair. I can just have, one booty call, catch an STD, maybe a baby, have my heart broken, wonder why people use me, send myself spiraling into an emotional pit from just one quick phone call. I can just make one bad choice right now. And it'll be very easy to medicate my pain and destroy my life. That's always easier. But if you fix your mind, if you recognize the vision is way awesome, like every other thing you've accomplished, it was like, wow, this is great that I did that, right? That's just the way life is. You're going to be challenged. But if you know that it's going to be a little bit harder and yet you don't worry about it being harder, because it's going to happen. It just takes a little bit of work. It's going to happen. I promise you, it's going to happen. It just takes some effort. You remember that, it's not just like you're going to lay here and it happens. You are going to actually have to make your own food. You are going to have to hydrate and go to bed. You are going to have to stop picking up the phone to people who make you feel negative. You are going to have to stop binge watching Netflix series. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are going to have to do a little bit of like tweaking. Just a few things, but it's going to be worth it.